Do you know where your life is going? When I left college, my life was all mapped out. But hidden along that journey were detour signs that took me far away from the road I had planned. But in the end, it was those surprises that created the beauty and the joy in my life. I first started thinking about my life more about a year ago, sitting in the office of Dr. Chan, my skin doctor. You see this light, white, pale skin? If you have this kind of skin, I bet you have a skin doctor too. Because all over this skin is freckles and moles and dots that are very sensitive to sunshine. They can turn into skin cancer. And so I was at Dr. Chan's doing my regular checkup, and right here, he saw a spot that had all 5 risk factors of malignant melanoma, the most deadly kind of skin cancer. He was so concerned, he had me lay out right there, and he cut that spot out, sent it off to the lab, and sent me home to wait. How do you think I slept that night? Not good at all. Would you? In fact, I didn't sleep well the whole week. But finally, I was back in his office. And as I sat there, looking at the door, it really hit me. That door is going to open. And when I step inside, this life journey I've been on for 53 years, that road is going to split in 2. If I'm on that path, good news, I'm okay. Things keep going. If I'm on that path, well, that's a much shorter path, maybe about a year, but filled with a painful battle with cancer. And then the door opened. I stepped inside. He looked at me and said, "It is cancer, but a different kind, very mild." And I found it was all removed during the test. You're going to be fine. Oh, I have never been so relieved in my life. But that moment, it shook me. And as I left the hospital, I stopped in a park nearby and I sat down and I thought about my life. I thought back to a moment 27 years ago. I'm at a party. I'm young. I'm in business school. This is a cool party. There is music and there is dancing and I am bored. I don't know anybody and I'm not cool enough to meet anybody here. I'm headed home, but at the doorway I stop. One more loop around the room, then I'll go home. Halfway across, I see a pretty young lady. She looks just as bored as me. So we start talking. Oh, she's from this place called Taiwan. As I stand here today, that young girl at the party, she has been my wife for 25 years. And she brought me here to Taiwan, where I have created a great life in a place that I would have never even visited if I had kept walking out that door. And as I sat in that park, I thought about another moment. 18 years ago, my wife Pamela, she attends a seminar and afterwards she helps to put away the chairs because no one else was. The organizer saw this kindness and they started talking. That conversation, 2 weeks later, led us to meeting another young girl. Single, pregnant, about to give birth to a baby 1 week later. A baby that she loved deeply, but she knew she had no way to take care of. A baby that 1 week later became the beautiful daughter that has filled and been the center of our life for 18 years and is getting ready to go to college in 2 months. So as I said, my wife, my child, my friends, my home, all the things that bring beauty and joy into my life are all here as a surprise, as a detour. One that I would have never found if I wasn't willing to leave the path that I knew. And as I got up from that park bench and started to head back to the office, I stopped and I realized I have a big decision. This brush with disaster made me realize I'm being lazy at work. I'm not getting the most out of it I can. Life is too short to do things halfway. It's time for a real commitment. And so, I quit. I left the path with meetings, with emails, with paychecks. And I took a new path, one that will bring me closer to my elderly parents who do need me. One that will let me experience for the first time life without that structure of a job. It's been 2 months now, and I must say, this road feels great. And so, what about you? What if you encounter a detour on your road? Will you just keep going straight? Or will you turn towards something that's unknown? I believe that God places chances for all of us to journey to a more beautiful life, one with moments and experiences we could have never found on the road we planned. So don't be afraid. Take that detour. You'll find a life you never imagined. TMA.